You know that feeling when you wake up hours before the sun? The whole world is just completely silent, and you suddenly feel this inexplicable, almost magical sense of clarity? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating concept that suggests the ultimate secret to unlocking your physical and mental potential is literally just waiting for you in those early morning hours.
I mean, think about it for a second. What if the real key to hitting your absolute highest potential isn't about grinding harder during the day, but simply waking up at a very specific time while the rest of the world is still fast asleep? We're going to talk about a concept that has been revered for thousands of years. It's called Brahma Muhurta.
So, here's our quick roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with the secret of the dawn and really understand what Brahma Muhurta is. Then we'll dive into the modern science behind this ancient silence. After that, I'll walk you through exactly how to calculate this time for yourself, recap the ideal morning routine, and finally, we'll talk about awakening your inner creator. Let's get right into it. All right, part one, the secret of the dawn. We're going to look at where ancient wisdom and biology perfectly intersect. Let's break down the word itself. It comes from Sanskrit. Brahma translates to the universe or the creator, and Muhurta is this ancient Vedic unit of time that equals exactly 48 minutes. Put those together and Brahma Muhurta literally translates to the creator's hour. You see, in Vedic timekeeping, the night is divided into 15 equal parts, and this concept specifically refers to the 14th segment. So it's that penultimate phase of the night right before dawn breaks. And this isn't just some poetic, abstract idea. Foundational Ayurvedic texts, like the Ashtanga Hridaya, have practically mandated this for well over 1,500 years. They explicitly say, one who is healthy should wake during Brahma Muhurta to protect their health and longevity. So it was prescribed as this ultimate proactive measure to get human life completely aligned with natural cycles. Moving on to sections 2 and 3. Understanding the hour and the science behind the silence. This is where we bridge the gap between ancient yogic wisdom and modern biology. What's absolutely mind-blowing here is how perfectly these two totally different systems align. On one side, Ayurvedic tradition says this time peaks in sattvic energy, which is all about purity, calmness, and extreme clarity. It's a vata-dominant time, meaning vital energies like prana and apana vayu are flowing perfectly. Then, you look at modern science, and it views this exact same window as our biological pacemaker going to work. It's our circadian rhythms syncing flawlessly with the environment, triggering this massive, positive shift in our hormones and brainwaves.
Let's dig into that biological shift because it's pretty incredible. Think of your body like a rocket, gearing up for a perfectly timed launch. Right around this pre-dawn hour, your pineal gland totally stops secreting melatonin, which is the sleep hormone. At the exact same time, your adrenal glands release a surge of cortisol that's your body's natural built-in alarm clock. If you wake up with this surge, you get this huge rush of natural energy. But if you sleep right through it, you miss the launch window, which is exactly why you usually wake up feeling so groggy later on. Plus, during this time, your brain naturally drops into the alpha state. That's a super calm, alert zone where your learning speed's way up and your anxiety just plummets.
And contemporary science totally backs this up. Reviews published in serious academic journals like the International Research Journal of Modernization in Engineering, Technology, and Science confirmed that waking up during this pre-dawn period supports circadian alignment, balances your hormones, and actually enhances your cognitive functions and memory. It's literally like plugging your biological clock into a supercharger. But wait, it actually gets better because the benefits aren't just happening inside your body. They're happening in the air around you. Right before the sun comes up, the atmosphere holds its highest concentration of what's called nascent oxygen. This is when ozone breaks down into pure oxygen. Breathing this pre-dawn air oxygenates your blood about 10 times more effectively than regular daytime air, which is huge for your immune system. And on top of that, since everyone else is asleep, there's almost zero psychic noise. The environment is completely static-free, making it the absolute best time for total mental focus. Section 4, Calculating Your Creator's Hour. Now that we know why this is such a game changer, how do you actually find your specific time? A lot of folks just assume it's a fixed time, like, oh, I'll just wake up at 4 a.m. every day. But it's actually a bit more dynamic than that. If there's one number you need to remember from this explainer, it's 96. Brahma Muhurta always begins exactly 96 minutes, which is 2 muhurtas before the sun rises. So let's do some quick math. It's super simple. Step 1, just look up the exact sunrise time for your city today. Let's say the sun is rising at exactly 6 a.m. Step 2, you subtract 90 Actually, scratch that. It's exactly 96 minutes. Subtract 96 minutes from 6 a.m. That means your Brahma Muhurta kicks off at 4:24 a.m. Step 3, since the window lasts for exactly one Muhurta, which is 48 minutes, you just add 48 minutes to your start time. So your creator's hour would wrap up at 5:12 a.m. That 48-minute block, that's the magic window.
Now, here's a really important catch. Because this is entirely tied to the sun, the timing is totally dynamic. It shifts based on where you live and what season it is. For example, the sun rises much earlier in Kolkata than it does in Mumbai. So, a person in Kolkata will hit their Brahma Muhurta over an hour earlier than someone in Mumbai on the exact same day. And yeah, as the seasons change throughout the year, you're going to have to shift your alarm clock a little bit to keep up. Okay, section 5, the morning routine recap. So you've done the math, your alarm goes off at 4:24 a.m., and you are up. What's next? This is your chance to capitalize on all that amazing sattvic energy. The absolute #1 recommendation here is meditation, or dhyan. Because your mind is naturally so still at this hour, slipping into a deep meditation is almost effortless compared to trying to force it at noon. It is also the perfect time for pranayama, or breathwork, so you can soak up all that nascent oxygen. For students or professionals, use this time for your hardest studying. Your brain is a sponge right now. And lastly, it is the ultimate time to set your daily intentions, your sankalpa, and plan out your day with crystal clarity. But just as crucial as what you should do is what you absolutely have to avoid. First off, do not eat. Your digestive fire is barely waking up, and dropping a heavy meal in there puts a massive, exhausting load on your system. Second, please stay away from your screens. Checking the news or scrolling through emails immediately shatters that mental quiet we just talked about. And most importantly, whatever you do, don't go back to sleep. The ancient texts are super clear on this. Sleeping through this energetic transition causes a buildup of tamas, which is basically inertia and sluggishness, and that's going to drag you down for the rest of the day. Now, a very important quick disclaimer. The ancient texts specify that this practice is strictly for healthy adults. If you're pregnant, if we're talking about a child whose body is still developing, anyone who is currently sick and really needs healing rest, or an elderly person who isn't used to this routine, you absolutely get a free pass. For you, restorative sleep is the #1 priority, so you are entirely exempt from the Brahma Muhurta routine. Finally, section 6, awaken your inner creator. Let's look at what this all means for you and your future. I absolutely love this quote from the 13th century poet Rumi. He wrote, "The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep." Embracing Brahma Muhurta is ultimately all about alignment. It's about realizing that we aren't totally separate from nature. We're fundamentally a part of it. When you align your own personal biology with the cosmic rhythm of the earth, you tap into this incredible well of creative energy, physical vitality, and mental peace that you just can't find during the daytime hustle. So I want to leave you with this final question. You know the incredible science behind it now, and you know how to do the simple math. You literally have a 48-minute window of pure, untapped potential waiting for you every single day before the sun even breaches the horizon. So the only real question left is, are you ready to figure out your local time, set that alarm, and harness your creator's hour tomorrow morning? I really hope this explainer has sparked your curiosity to give it a try. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing.